After we understand how to navigate our player database, the next thing to do is to set your training calendar. This system is set up to where everything is happening chronologically, but it just shows you in space and time where it's happening. Okay, starting in week 1 all the way to week 48. This does not necessarily have to be the start of the year to the end of the year. It could be something as the start of the school year and end in May. It could be a lot of different things. It could be anything that you like depending on the timeline that you roll it. I like to set it up this way because literally the programming menu is what's going to tell you when this is happening. If I pull up program 1 here, and as I load this here, the programming menus take 5 to 10 seconds to load on average. You can see week 1, it's going to automatically fill in what date that is, just so we know, all right, this is the week start date. And for me, I like to use Monday. If you train on Sunday, you can use that as well. I like to put the first day of the training week just because it reminds me, all right, I know what week I'm in. I know where I'm at. I know where every program is at in time. Because at the end of the day, we have a training week where we have a lot of different programs running. The programs may be at different phases or different parts of their program, but it's still happening at the same time. And that's just telling us the week that we're working in. This is not a calendar feature where this workout has to happen on this day, and if it's not this day, it won't print. That's not what this is. What this is going to do, that this is going to show you where we're at in time and go from there. And that's how you can set it, however you like your training calendar. How you do this. Simple. Okay, click on this date, start it, click a date there, and roll through. These formulas are already set to go ahead and put where it's set to, +7. There's a formula here. But there's a lot of different ways you can do this. And we want to set these numbers to where we're avoiding breaks because we don't want to use precious real estate inside our programming menus where breaks happen, like a fall break, a spring break, a Christmas break. Any breaks, we don't want to take up space in that. So we want to skip weeks where that's happening. So we want to put in the date for every week because all this is just information to help us understand where we're at. That's all this is. It's just going to show us in our programming menu, all right, I'm in this week. This is where we're at in our training calendar. Not necessarily your overall calendar or your chronological calendar, simply your training calendar. I know that my next week of training is happening here. If you come off a fall break, it's going to look like a week ahead. If you come off a Christmas break, it's going to be 2 weeks ahead. Whatever works for you, but this is imperative for you to be able to know where you're at in your programming menus to know, okay, I know this program on this date is here. They may be in a different place. You know, some people may be in an off-season, preseason, in-season. That doesn't matter because it's all happening in the same space of time, in the same week. But that will help us be able to stay along the same path, especially when you go to print, that I'm in this active phase in this active week. And when I say active phase, I'm simply just talking about the phase that's on the menu, not the phase inside your actual program. You may be in your third training block with your off-season work, and you may be in your first training block of your in-season work with another sport, but the phase of time is still the same. We're going to talk more about that later when we understand our programming menu. But that will help the system recognize, because when you go to print and you select your active phase and active week, it's going to all print out what's happening during that week whenever you change the sport group, training group, whatever it is, so we can go and get these programs delivered faster. So go into your training calendar, select your weeks, just go through. If you look at your calendar, and you can do it a little bit at a time, and you can just select it here of what the starting date is for each week that you're going to train, however you're going to set up this menu. This could be the beginning of the year. It could be if you're just a single sport and you're doing a lot of different programs within one sport, start of your off season. It could be the start of your in season. Whatever you want it to be, this is fully customizable for you. If you need more questions, please reach out and send me an email. I'm more than happy to help you.